Gentlemen, good to see you both. Thanks so much for your time.
Good morning. How you
Thank
doing?
you.
I'm doing well. This is a great show. Congratulations. Rahul, I did want to kind of ask that relationship with that original source material, right? Really popular book, loved by people all around the world. Live like series adaptation for Prime Video. Do you think about that a lot, or you just kind of go in and do your thing with the character?
No, I definitely did. I mean, it was definitely part of the reason why I wanted to work on this project. It's always great to know that the source material is celebrated and loved, and there's a fan base there. I just one read of the pilot, and I knew that they were serving the books. I felt that the fans were probably going to love what we were going to do. So it's always there, and you do want to. You're trying to do two things, right? You want to make sure that the fans of the book are happy, but you also want to be able to create new fans and let that feed into each other. And I think the show does that.
Absolutely. David, your character, it's interesting, right? Because it's like, there could be these labels of not the greatest person, not there for people, villain, misunderstood. What's that like for you specifically? Do you think there's a little bit of this like kind of push and pull with whether he is not a good person, whether he's trying to figure it out, whether he is misunderstood? What do you think about that with this character?
Well, I don't think he cares if he's misunderstood or not. First of all, I care that whether he's misunderstood, but I don't think he does. When I was asked to do the show, I wanted to have a conversation about exactly what you're talking about. I didn't want to just play a bad guy. I thought the show would not be served. The family in this would not be served if he's just a bad guy. I didn't want him to be seen that way. I wanted to be confusing to people to feel about him. Exactly what you're saying. You're not sure whether he's a good guy or not. So my job is just to really stand in his shoes and be the guy that he believes he is. Which is a person who's doing the right thing and protecting his family, taking care of them.
Absolutely. And Rahul, I did want to ask you, I know naturally the conversations that you have with the writers, directors, and showrunners versus your cast for something are going to be different, and they're going to happen at different times. I know that. But I'm wondering what the conversations about creative were like for this show specifically compared to other shows with your cast and with the kind of creatives.
Sure. I think on previous shows, I've had a lot longer to prep. So when I work with Mike, for instance, I've known about projects years before, maybe seen the earliest drafts. So they've been around for a long time to kind of permeate and have those discussions with We Were Liars. I got an email and a pilot script on a Friday. I had the Zoom with Julie and Karina on the Sunday, and I had to make the decision by Monday morning. So it was a very quick turnaround for me. But again, that's the strength of the script, and it was how wonderful Julie and Karina were, and we were very quick to understand one another and what was needed of Ed and what I would need to do as quick as possible to get that character up and running and join the cast. So that's where that stood out for me. It's the first time I've had to put aside 6 months of studying and method acting and just jump in and just figure it out as I go along.
Yeah, one of the things I loved is I've done a lot of things, obviously, and I really appreciated how open they were to conversations. There are a lot of writers in the business, television especially, who are very precious or protective of their world and their characters, and don't really open themselves up to it. But the people on here are fantastic.
Absolutely. Super quick question for you, David, before we wrap up. You have an incredible body of work in regards to you've played different characters in different worlds. I'm curious how separate past projects and past journeys are for you compared to something like We Were Liars. Like, do you bring mindsets or preparation from past things to something like this, or are they completely separate once you wrap them?
You know what? You try not to do that. I mean, obviously, we bring, history with us and experience with us. But really, it's just every experience is new and open up to it. The character is new. The world is new. And that's what we look for.
Absolutely. I can't wait for people to see We Were Liars on Prime Video. It's an honor and privilege to speak with both of you. Thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.